Today I'm going to show you how to clean your Suburban 2-burner camp stove. This is pretty simple procedure. There's 2 screws that are finger tight, and if you can't get them off, you can always use a Phillips screwdriver. And a couple basic tools you'll need: a rag, some cleaner that's safe for the kitchen, safe on porcelain and metal, and things like that. Okay, so before we get started, it is proper procedure to cut your propane off at the tank itself, and that should probably be located outside, and that's just for safety precautions recommended by the manufacturer. And anyhow, so go ahead and take these off. This is fairly easy. Guys, next, take these 2 knobs off. Okay, so these are the 2 screws I was telling you about. There's one here and one over here, and normally you can get these off by hand. They have some little ridges on them that is actually give you some grip, but we're going to use a screwdriver here. So you want to go ahead, let's go ahead and take both of these out on both sides. Okay, so I got them both out, and just note that there's 2 washers, 1 washer on each screw. Simply lift this up and set it to the side. Oops. Guys, I'm just happy I didn't spill my coffee. Now that would make me mad right there. You spill my coffee, we're going to have problems. Holy mother of pearl. Definitely glad I pulled this cover off. I had bought this camper secondhand, and I never actually got in there and cleaned it. I've not even used this stove really. I think only 2 times, but they get dirty. Dust gets in there and dirt, and etc. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this crud out, and these grocery bags come in handy for this. It's good to recycle, you know. Instead of throwing those bags away, I use them for little projects like this all the time. Repurpose. Now, if you want to really be fancy, you can do like me here and vacuum this out. Be careful, gentle. So when I'm spraying my cleaner, you know, I'm not spraying up in these holes here that the propane comes out of. I'm spraying around carefully. Just give that a good soaking. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it definitely needs a good cleaning. Plastic scraper comes in handy. Check out my link in the description. I'll put you one on there. I've been in the business for a long time of cleaning big time things, and so today I'm just showing you something small. It's easy to clean. It's definitely good to maintenance things. My recycled bag there. Repurposed, I mean. But it's definitely good to keep things maintenance. But this helps tremendously. Some of this may be a little bit of surface rust that we've got here, and but that's okay. We're just gonna clean it up, and that way there's no insects eventually or anything like that, or any smells. All that'll be cleaned up. Just good hygiene, good maintenance. And good wiping, and you can use rags, like I said at the beginning, rags or whatever you've got that you feel comfortable with. If you're wiping any of this stuff, don't leave any little pieces of paper towel in there, or rag. Okay, so we got a Scotch-Brite pad here. Cleaning it up with that helps, and want to have some of your good cleaner on there as you're cleaning. That way it'll lubricate it and help get some of that gunk and rust off. Okay, so what a difference that made. I've got all the rust off of there. That's just some stains, and there's no sense in getting it any cleaner because you're never going to see it, and it's not going to affect anything. And it's just to catch like drippings and stuff. But as an extra layer of protection, I'm going to spray some olive oil on a paper towel and just lightly coat all that metal I just cleaned. Okay, now use at your own risk, because this may let off some fumes when you go to heat it up, but if you just go very lightly, you should be okay. But that's a good idea. And then I'm going to clean it and dry it very good afterward, just to kind of give it some protection. I've got my olive oil on my paper towel, and like I said, just lightly going to coat this. Just gently going under all these little parts and mechanisms to the bottom there. And this metal here, it will really help give a little protection on it. And just a real light little coating is all it needs. So now at this point, I'm going to take a clean paper towel and just go back over everywhere I just wiped down and really get that that residue off of there, because it's had a couple minutes to soak in, and that's pretty much all you need. Okay, so I got it wiped down, and I've got any little residue gone there, so there's no more residue whatsoever. I got that all cleaned up. So now I'm going to vacuum up any little pieces of paper, any pieces of towel that might be in there. Okay, so last but not least, let's go ahead and let's clean these up, wipe these down good, and then we're going to clean the top of the stove. Cleaning, let's check underneath, see if it's clean, and if not, let's give it a good cleaning. Okay, so that's that. So got these clean. Even wipe down the knobs and clean the screws. Those deserve a good cleaning also. And so let's go ahead and put it back together. So put your plate back on there, put your screws back in. Okay, got the 2 screws back in there. Sometimes it's a little difficult to find the hole for the screw, and then flip your knobs over and you can see which way they go. Okay, put those back on, press them firmly. Okay, let's go ahead and we got the knobs back on. Let's go ahead and put these back on there. They got a little notch here for each of these, and you kind of gotta force them in a little bit, but just be careful, and you can get it. It's pretty easy. Okay, now let's wipe her down, get that final last cleaning, and we're good to go. It's time to cook something. Thanks for watching, guys.